Jack slammed the door shut, his heart pounding as he heard the shatter of glass from the living room. His father's new wife, Karen, had just caught him in a lie that could unravel everything. But it wasn't the lie that terrified him. It was the hidden camera footage she waved in his face, capturing moments he thought were private forever. In the quiet suburbs of Denver, Colorado, where picket fences hid more secrets than they revealed, Jack Thompson had built a fragile world after his mother's death from cancer 3 years ago. At 17, he navigated high school with the weight of grief, trying to be the perfect son for his dad, Mark, a hard-working construction foreman who buried his sorrow in long hours and beer. Mark's remarriage to Karen, a sharp-tongued real estate agent from the city, was supposed to bring stability, but it only amplified the cracks in their family. Jack's secret burned inside him like a slow fuse. He was gay, a truth he'd whispered to himself in the mirror late at night, but never aloud. His first crush came in sophomore year on Jamie Ruiz, the quiet artist in his art class with dark curls and a smile that lit up the room. They started as friends, bonding over sketches and shared playlists. But one rainy afternoon in the school library, their hands brushed and everything changed. "I feel the same," Jamie had said, his voice barely above a whisper. And in that moment, Jack felt seen for the first time since his mom died. But home was a minefield. Karen moved in 6 months ago, her presence like an invasive vine choking the life out of their old routines. She redecorated the house, erasing traces of Jack's mom. Her favorite vase gone, photos rearranged. "We need a fresh start," she'd say with a saccharine smile. But Jack saw the judgment in her eyes when he brought friends over or stayed out late. Mark, desperate for peace, sided with her more often than not, leaving Jack feeling like an outsider in his own home. The tension escalated one evening when Karen cornered Jack in the kitchen. "You're acting strange lately, sneaking around. Is there a girl?" Her tone was probing, laced with suspicion. Jack mumbled something about school projects, his cheeks flushing. "That night," he texted Jamie, "can't wait for tomorrow. Miss you." Little did he know, Karen's paranoia had led her to install a hidden camera in the living room, disguised as a clock on the mantel. She claimed it was for security after a neighborhood break-in, but Jack suspected it was to spy on him. The next day, Jack and Jamie met at a park near school, away from prying eyes. They sat on a bench, shoulders touching, talking about dreams. Jamie's hope to attend art school in New York, Jack's vague plans for college anywhere but here. "What if we went together?" Jamie asked, his hand slipping into Jack's. The kiss that followed was tentative, sweet, a spark in the dull ache of Jack's life. But back home, the camera captured nothing yet. It was waiting for the inevitable slip. Weeks passed, and the relationship deepened. Stolen moments in Jamie's car, notes passed in class, late-night calls where they shared fears. Jack confided about his mom's death, how it left him hollow, and Jamie opened up about his own family's immigrant struggles, the pressure to succeed. "We're in this together," Jamie promised, and Jack believed him. But the secrecy gnawed at Jack. He wanted to tell his dad, but Karen's influence loomed. Her conservative views slipped out in dinner conversations, decrying those lifestyles on the news. One night, after a fight with Karen over curfew, Jack stormed to his room. Mark followed, sitting on the bed with a sigh. "She's trying, son. Give her a chance." Jack nodded, but inside, resentment boiled. He didn't know Karen had reviewed the camera footage that day. Seeing Jack on the phone, his laughter too genuine, his words too affectionate for a friend. The first crack appeared at school. Rumors started, whispers about Jack and Jamie holding hands behind the bleachers. A bully, Tyler, cornered Jack in the hallway. "Fag!" he sneered, shoving him against a locker. Jack fought back tears, texting Jamie for support. That afternoon, they met at Jack's house while Mark and Karen were out. In the living room, they hugged, Jamie wiping Jack's tears. "We'll get through this," he said. The camera recorded it all. The embrace, the soft words, the kiss that sealed their bond. Karen discovered the footage that evening. Her face twisted in disgust as she watched on her laptop. "Mark, you need to see this," she said, her voice cold. Mark stared, confusion turning to shock. Jack? With a boy? He paced the room, his world tilting. Karen pressed. This isn't normal. He needs help. Therapy, maybe church. Mark, torn between love for his son and the life he'd built with Karen, agreed to confront Jack. The confrontation hit like a storm. Jack came home to find them waiting, the laptop open. Explain this, Karen demanded, playing the clip. Jack froze, his secret exposed in grainy pixels. Dad, Words failed him. Mark's face crumpled. How long? Why didn't you tell me? Jack's voice broke. I was scared. Mom would have understood. Karen interjected. This is a phase. We'll fix it. But Jack stood tall. It's not a phase. It's who I am. The argument raged. Mark defended Jack weakly, but Karen's words cut deep. Think about what people will say. Your job, our reputation. Jack felt betrayed, the camera a symbol of her invasion. He grabbed his backpack and left, slamming the door again. Outside, rain poured, mirroring his tears. He called Jamie, who picked him up. Stay with me, Jamie said. But Jack knew this was just the beginning. That night, at Jamie's house, Jack crashed on the couch. Jamie's parents, more open-minded, offered sympathy but warned of complications. Family first, his mom said. Jack nodded, but doubt crept in. Back home, Mark argued with Karen. He's my son. But she countered with ultimatums. Fix this or I'm gone. Mark, fearing another loss, wavered. The next day, Jack returned for clothes. Karen blocked the door. You're not welcome until you change. Jack pushed past, grabbing his things. In his room, he found a note from Mark. I love you, but I need time. Heartbroken, Jack left, vowing to fight for his truth. School became a battlefield. Tyler's bullying intensified, fueled by leaked rumors, perhaps from Karen's gossip with neighbors. Jamie stood by Jack, but the pressure mounted. Maybe we should cool it, Jamie suggested one day, fear in his eyes. Jack felt a stab of betrayal. You too, they argued, Jamie admitting his family's expectations. I can't lose everything. Jack isolated himself, skipping classes, wandering parks. Inner turmoil raged. Was loving Jamie worth the pain? Society's stares, family's rejection, the moral quandary of defying norms. He recalled his mom's words, be true to yourself. But truth came at a cost. A turning point came when Mark called. Let's talk alone. They met at a diner. Mark apologized. I was wrong. Karen pushed. But I should have protected you. Tears flowed. I miss Mom too, Jack said. Mark hugged him. Come home. We'll figure it out. But Karen wasn't done. She threatened divorce if Jack returned as is. Mark faced a choice. Son or wife. He chose Jack, asking Karen to leave. Family is blood, he said. Karen packed, hurling accusations. You'll regret this. Jack moved back, but scars remained. Jamie, inspired by Jack's courage, reconciled. They attended a school LGBTQ club, finding support. Society's prejudices lingered, whispers, stares, but Jack grew stronger. Yet doubts lingered. Had he destroyed his family? Was coming out the right path? Rebuilding was slow. Jack and Mark navigated awkward dinners, conversations tiptoeing around the elephant in the room. Tell me about Jamie, Mark said one night, forcing a smile. Jack hesitated, then opened up, their meeting, the connection. Mark listened, nodding. Your mom would be proud. But guilt gnawed at Jack. Karen's departure left Mark alone again, echoing the void after Mom's death. At school, alliances shifted. Some friends distanced themselves, but others rallied. Sarah, a classmate, invited Jack to a support group. You're not alone, she said. There, Jack met others with similar stories, rejection, acceptance, the gray areas in between. One boy shared how his parents sent him to conversion therapy. Another how coming out saved his life. Jack reflected on his own moral dilemmas. Was hiding better than hurting loved ones? Jamie and Jack's relationship tested boundaries. Dates were cautious, coffee shops, not public displays. But passion grew. One evening, in Jamie's room, they talked futures. What if we run away? Jamie joked. Jack laughed, but the idea tempted. Pressure from Jamie's side mounted. His conservative Latino family suspected. Mi hijo, be careful, his dad warned vaguely. The societal backlash hit hard. A local news story about LGBTQ rights sparked debates. Karen, now living with her sister, fueled rumors online, posting subtly on social media about family values destroyed. Jack saw it, anger flaring. He confronted Mark. She's poisoning people. Mark sighed. Let it go. But Jack couldn't. He replied anonymously, defending himself, sparking a digital war. Betrayal deepened when Tyler, the bully, outed Jack publicly in the school cafeteria. Everyone knows about you and your boyfriend. Shouts erupted. Jamie froze, then walked away, leaving Jack alone. Humiliated, Jack ran home, tears streaming. Why me? He screamed into his pillow. That night, Jamie called. I'm sorry. I panicked. Jack forgave, but trust cracked. Inner conflicts intensified. Jack questioned his choices. Was love worth the isolation? Society's norms screamed no, but his heart said yes. He journaled, pouring out thoughts, the ethical tightrope of authenticity versus family harmony. Mark noticed Jack's withdrawal. Talk to me. Over burgers, Jack confessed fears. Mark shared his own regrets. I should have seen Karen's true colors sooner. They bonded, Mark attending a PFLAG meeting. I'm learning, he said. But Karen plotted revenge. She contacted the school, claiming Jack was unstable, suggesting counseling. The principal called Jack in. Is everything okay at home? Jack defended himself, but the seed of doubt planted. Jamie faced his own crisis. His parents discovered texts, confronting him. This isn't you, his mom cried. Jamie defended, but they threatened to cut support. Torn, he met Jack. I can't do this. Heartbreak shattered Jack. You're choosing them over us? Jamie nodded, tears falling. It's not fair, but I have to. Alone, Jack spiraled. He skipped school, wandered streets, contemplating dark thoughts. Call from Sarah pulled him back. Come to the group. There, he shared his story, finding catharsis. A mentor advised, healing takes time. Forgive, but don't forget. Mark stepped up, confronting Karen via lawyer. Stay away. She backed off, but damage lingered. Jack focused on self-growth, joining art club, channeling pain into drawings. One piece depicted a broken camera, symbolizing shattered privacy. Months passed. Jamie reached out. I miss you. Jack hesitated. You hurt me. They met, talking honestly. Jamie admitted cowardice. I was wrong. Reconciliation sparked. Cautious. Society's pressures eased slightly. A school assembly on inclusivity helped. But Jack knew battles continued. As senior year loomed, Jack grappled with college applications, his essays raw with personal truth. Coming out wasn't a choice. Surviving was, he wrote. Mark proofread, proud. This is you. But the void from Jamie's absence ached, even as they texted sporadically. Karen's shadow returned. She sued for emotional distress, claiming Mark's decision ruined her life. Court dates loomed, forcing Jack to testify. She invaded my privacy, he said under oath, voice steady. The judge dismissed, but the ordeal reopened wounds. At school, a new ally emerged. Coach Daniels, who overheard bullying and intervened. No place for hate here. He encouraged Jack to join track, building confidence. Runs cleared Jack's mind, pondering ethics. Did Karen deserve sympathy? Her actions stemmed from fear, but at what cost? Jamie, meanwhile, navigated family therapy. I'm gay, he declared one session. His parents reacted with shock, then reluctant acceptance. We love you, his dad said, hugging him. Empowered, Jamie sought Jack. I'm ready now. Their reunion was electric. At a quiet cafe, they held hands openly. No more hiding, Jamie vowed. But society tested them. A passerby sneered. Disgusting. Jack stood firm. Ignore them. Home life stabilized. Mark dated casually, finding joy. "You taught me strength," he told Jack. But betrayal lurked. Sarah, trusted friend, confessed she leaked the rumor accidentally. "I told one person." Jack felt stabbed. "How could you?" Forgiveness came hard, but he chose growth over grudge. Moral quandaries deepened. Jack debated activism. Join protests or stay low. A local anti-LGBTQ bill sparked outrage. He attended a rally, chanting for rights, feeling empowered yet vulnerable. Karen escalated, contacting Jamie's parents anonymously, warning of influence. Jamie's mom panicked, forbidding contact. Jamie defied, "This is my life." Confrontation peaked when Karen showed at Mark's door. "I want to apologize." Skeptical, Jack listened. "I was wrong, scared." But her eyes held resentment. Mark shut the door. Too late. Jack's inner turmoil climaxed in a nightmare. Camera eyes everywhere, judging. Awake, he vowed change. College acceptances arrived. Jack chose NYU, Jamie RISD close enough. Excitement mixed with fear. But the camera's legacy haunted. Jack found another hidden device in his room, planted long ago. Furious, he smashed it. She never stopped. Mark reported it, police investigating. Karen denied, but evidence mounted. Jamie supported, their bond strengthening. Dates turned adventurous, museums, hikes. "Future's ours," Jamie said. Society's claws dug in. A viral video of the rally showed Jack drawing online hate. Trolls messaged, "Freak." Jack blocked, but doubt seeded. Betrayal struck again. Jamie's cousin, jealous, outed him fully online. Family exploded. Jamie crashed at Jack's. Mark welcomed. "Stay." Healing sessions followed. Jack and Jamie talked boundaries, trust. Karen's trial loomed. Jack testified again, exposing her manipulations. Convicted of invasion, she got probation. Victory bittersweet. Jack pondered forgiveness. "She paid," Mark said. Graduation approached. Jack valedictorian, speech on resilience. Truth costs, but lies destroy. Post-ceremony, party at home. Jamie there, families mingling tentatively. But tension simmered. Karen crashed, drunk. "You ruined me." Chaos ensued. Police escorted her. Aftermath. Mark filed restraint order. Jack and Jamie's relationship matured, facing long-distance fears. Summer brought reflection. Jack volunteered at LGBTQ Center helping others. One night, stargazing, Jamie proposed promise rings. Forever. Jack accepted. Yet societal shifts, new laws protecting rights, offered hope. Moving day came. Jack packed, hugging Mark. "Proud of you." In New York, Jack thrived, activism growing. Jamie visited, love enduring. Years later, reflecting, Jack wondered, was exposing the truth worth the family fractures? But was hiding one's identity ever the right choice? Or does authenticity always demand sacrifice?